Traveling with the right travel gear can make your life less stressful and more enjoyable when on the road. And I'm about to share with you 20 of my favorite pieces of travel gear that I take everywhere with me. I'm Perry from Perry's Passport, and this is 20 of my favorite travel things. Stay tuned. Now let's go, and stay tuned to the end because I'm going to go through a couple of items that you definitely don't want. Packing your bag is probably the most important thing that you can do because you want to maximize the use of and space of your bag. Now, I found these great packing cubes that I love. They're from a company called Gonex. These packing cubes are great because they're not only regular size packing cubes, but they can be used as compression cubes. Let's go over them. First of all, there's a lot in here. You'll notice that I keep them all in the bag, and I like to do that as a habit. A, it's more organized, and B, it keeps them clean. Now, right now, it's in its compression mode, and you can see how thin it is. But unlike a lot of compression bags that I've tried out in the past, this bag, I'm doing it the wrong way, sorry. This bag becomes a full-size regular cube. Now, I have used it both ways, as a compression cube and as a regular packing cube, and they have been already on at least 6 journeys with me, and they're fantastic. They have really held up. The seams have held up. Everything is great with them. And there's such a wide variety of sizes that they'll fit into any kind of luggage. Now, you're away and you still have to brush your teeth, right? Well, depending on how much of a minimalist you are, I have 2 alternatives for you to try. The first one I've had for years. I got it also on Amazon. It's this portable toothbrush. It folds into itself. Now, the model now is a little bit different than this model, but I have to say it's really great because it has holes at the bottom for drainage, and it holds up really well when you brush it. And like I said, I've had it for years. And when you go to hold it back up, it's nice and little. And you don't have to worry about cross-contamination with the tops of unknown hotel rooms. This next item blew me away. My daughter had it when she came here to visit. It's this Hum toothbrush. It's an electric toothbrush. It comes in its own little carry case, and it goes together real simple like that. It has 2 speeds. But what's really unique about that toothbrush is that it comes with its own app. It's Bluetooth, and it guides you through a 2-minute brushing session. So you know that you've got your mouth completely clean. So if you're one of those people who rushes through brushing their teeth, this toothbrush is just out of this world. I highly recommend it because I'm one of those people. Now, this next piece is for the ladies. I know I've gone into hotel rooms and had terrible lighting in the bathroom, and it's hard for me to put on my makeup, and I need my makeup. So I got this little portable travel mirror. Now, first of all, I want you to get an idea of this, how tiny this is. This is small, but this is the great thing about this mirror. First of all, it has 2 sides, a regular side and a magnified side. And I need my magnified side. I should have held it this way. And I need the magnified side because I really actually wear readers. But also, get a look at this. It lights up. It has 3 different modes. And you can make it dimmer, or you can make it brighter. Pretty cool, right? It also comes with this nice little carry case and a plug, because it is going to need charging. So while we're talking about charging, this is a great little travel battery. Now, it's also small, so you can see much smaller than my hand. And there are smaller ones, but they won't last as long. This thing has lasted my husband and I for literally 6 hours when our batteries had dropped dead. It also has 2 ports, so 2 people can charge at the exact same time. And I bring this everywhere with me. I wouldn't be caught dead without it, because especially when you're traveling in a foreign country and you're using GPS to find out which street to turn down. You don't want your battery dropping dead in your phone and not having backup. So this is a great backup. And while we're talking about electronic things, I have this carry case for all your electronic gear. It's small, it's tiny, it's inexpensive, and it holds a ton. Now you can put that battery pack that I showed you in here. You can put your phone in here. You can put your cables or your plugs. I have used this. It's amazing. The one thing I want to point out to you though is if you're putting a battery and a phone in here, or either or, you cannot put this into your main part of your luggage. It has to go into your personal items because batteries can explode, as we all know, and catch fire. So make sure this is part of your personal items, not inside the main part of your suitcase. This is a crossbody kind of like fanny pack kind of thing, and I love it because if I'm using a personal bag and I'm kind of trying to get by with minimal packing, this thing can hold all the extras. Now here it is. It has 3 main compartments. This one here, and even on the inside, it has another zipper where you can keep some additional stuff. It has this front one here, and in the back it has another one, so you can keep your passports and stuff like this where you want to keep it close to you. So when I wear it like this under my coat, and if I'm trying to get through with just personal items. So this is a must-have if you're traveling, especially if you're only traveling with a personal item, because you can put a lot of stuff into this and still be fine. And I actually think you can put most of your personal items in here that you need for the trip. Now, if you've watched any of my old videos, you'll notice that I always keep a couple of items with me, and they're certain kind of bags. The first thing that I like to travel with is a convertible bag. And a lot of you might be saying, what's a convertible bag? Well, first of all, it's a bag that can be held as a clutch. And it's a bag that comes with, and this one's brand new, either a wristlet or a crossbody. Now, the reason it's brand new is because I had one in cream, but it's winter and I wanted one that would go with most of my darker clothing. It has a ton of space. Whoops. It has a ton of space on the inside, multiple pockets. This is a leather version, but if you're a vegan, and this is the one I've used to death, there's this version. And just like that version, it's even bigger, this one. It has the crossbody and it has the wristlet, and I have used it for all occasions. So if any of you've noticed in my other videos, me packing with bags, I have 3 bags that I always go with. The first bag that I always like to travel with is this bag, which is my little extra emergency bag. It's as flat as can be, as you can see, just folded flat. And I take this with me in case I have to bring back gifts or I bought clothing or whatever. It actually opens up, even though it's really small. And again, I'll show you how small it is. Fit anywhere in your luggage or even in a personal item. If I go shopping, I have some place to put my stuff. So this next bag, look at how tiny it is, almost like paper. We never go anywhere without it. What it is a daily little backpack. And if you look inside, it's huge. Now, what we use this for is the stuff that we want to take with us every day, but we don't want to hold. Say like water bottles or an extra sweater. We throw it in here. And then we cinch it up like that. And we use these 2 straps to put it around our shoulders, like this. Pretty neat, right? So I highly recommend that one. So if you didn't like any of the bags I showed you before, I have 2 more to show you. They're the same in 2 different colors. They're made by Vera Bradley. It's a crossbody bag. I'll show you this one first. First of all, it's really thin. My advice to you is always leave the big bags at home. They're a waste of space. This you can pack anywhere. It has a lot of pockets. It has a pocket here and a pocket here and a big pocket here with a place even to slide your phone in and a back pocket here. And as you can see, very thin. So this is more, maybe a little more fashionable for some of you. I like it. I wear all of them though, so I'm unbiased. So my next travel essential is this. It's a portable hair dryer. Now I've gone to hotel rooms and the hair dryers are not particularly good. This one is an amazing hair dryer. It has a lot of power. It's ionic. As you can see, it folds very small and you open it up like this. And this one has come literally everywhere in the world with me. And the reason it can is because you can switch the voltage here at the bottom. Now I have to tell you that in Europe, the hairdryer will only run on the high setting, but in America it has a high and a low setting. It also has a burst of cold air so you can set your curls. If you don't use one of these funnels for drying your hair, I don't know what this is called, you can take it off. But even with it on, it folds up to nothing. So this is a great item to have if you're picky about your hair dryers. Now I recommend taking as few shoes as you can. They take up a lot of room in your luggage and, you know, but sometimes it's unavoidable. I take these. These are like my favorite shoes. They're these Yoshi Shamas. They come in this lovely little bag and they are ballet slippers, but they are kind of cool because they are meant to be folded. So this is how tiny they are and they unfold like that. And they have cushioning. They even have arch support. You never find that anywhere. Arch support in a ballet slipper. I have walked through European cities wearing these shoes on my feet. Highly recommend these. Great little find, and I will include them in the link below. Now the next item I'm going to cover, at first I thought was a little bit of a frivolous item. And from talking to people who are experienced travelers and my girlfriend who is an airline attendant, I found out that the blankets that they give you aren't always the most clean. In fact, they can be kind of dirty. So it is a travel blanket. And I like this particular one because it comes with its own little carry case. And it's huge. It's big enough for two or for one. And it's made out of fleece, which is really nice. It keeps you warm. As I just hang it off of that, and it doesn't take up any room. So definitely get yourself one of these because nobody wants to get sick off of a travel blanket. So the next item I'd like to talk about is travel toiletry bags. Now I've had a lot of them over the years, and I like to keep mine on the small side. So this is a really great one that I saw and I just fell in love with it. It's called Travel On and it is a hanging toiletry bag, which is great. It has its seal. You can hang it up here. It has two compartments. And if you look at this, it tells you that it's TSA approved, this part of the bag. And you can put everything else in this part of the bag. Now, it came with this set of bottles. I guess they're perfectly fine. Now, if you don't want to use the bottles that came with this, I found a terrific set of bottles that I use. They're silicone. They squeeze. Have a big opening for you to pour your shampoo, conditioners, whatever. Has a little hole so you don't get too much of it out. And the neat thing is that they go back and forward like this, so you don't waste any space inside your travel case. Now the TSA approved, so you don't have to worry about that. The bag folds back up like this and like that. It goes into your personal item case easily, nice and small. Now my feet get cold in a hotel room, and although I don't like to take another pair of slippers with me, I did find these, and they're nice little fuzzy booties, and they have little rubber stoppers at the bottom. And I'm sure most of you have seen this, but this is like a really great thing to take if you're a minimalist packer. They don't take up a lot of room. A guy or a girl can wear it. This one's happened to be in pink, but they come in all colors. And I will be including a link for this one below too. I like listening to the online entertainment, but I don't like earbuds. What I found were these itsy bitsy, little tiny headphones. I mean, they're tiny and they're flat. Look at how narrow they are. But they turn out like this and they have amazing sound. I can't even begin to tell you. The highs are highs, the bass is outrageous. They're just fantastic. They're made by JVC. And if you're a person who doesn't like to wear earbuds, fit your head, nice and comfortable, even has padding, and these are fantastic because, like I said, I'm a minimalist packer. Now, this next item that I'm going to be showing is more for the ladies. They're kind of leggings, but they're kind of pants, but they fold up to absolutely nothing in size. This is what it looks like. They're made by Cuddle Duds. They're fantastic. They come even with pockets, 2 pockets on either side. Here I am wearing them, and you can see that they look good. Now they're super warm and they're great for traveling in the winter. Cuddle Duds also makes, and I have another pair of these also. This is a base layer and or leggings. I mean, I've worn them either way. They're super warm. They don't hug your bad areas. If you're, have some bad areas that you want to cover up, they're fantastic find. So for my next travel essential, this is something that I feel that both men and women can benefit from, and it's this. It's dry shampoo that comes in a pump bottle. Now, I know there are a lot of dry shampoos out there, and I've tried the one with the powder puff because it seemed nice and easy, and in theory, it seemed very portable. But what I found out was that when I put it on my hair, it kind of made my hair like whitish. I could see it. And nobody wants that from a dry shampoo. This dry shampoo doesn't do that. And I'm going to show you now in real life. So you pump it into your hands like this. And you put your hands together like this. And then you just run it through your hair like this. It even smells good, I have to tell you. And you can take a look. No white residue. This is a fantastic item. I highly recommend it. Now, as promised, I'm going to talk a little bit about 3 things that you definitely don't want that a lot of people have been saying, oh, get this or get that. I've seen them on other videos. One of them I tried, horrible, which is the neck rest that you can stuff full of clothing. I'm showing it to you up there. It's great if you want to stuff in clothing, if you need more places to put your clothing. As a neck rest, it sucks. It's like so uncomfortable. I'm like, this is good for nothing. So if you're one of those people who want to travel with a neck rest, that is not for you. But if you're one person who's trying to sneak on more personal items along with your other personal item, you might want to consider it. Item 2 on my list of things not to get, and that's one of these leg swings. It's another one of these things that sounds really great in concept. First of all, it's another thing to carry. So we got a leg swing now. The other thing is that you don't really need it. All you have to do is just pull out your personal item bag and rest your feet on that. I mean, I don't know why people are getting leg swings when you got a personal item bag. And if you're worried about it getting dirty, throw that blanket on that I recommended to you. Now, one of the items that I've seen people talk about that you have to have is this new cover for your tray table that's also like a tray table caddy, and you can keep all your stuff in it. And hypothetically, that sounds really good. But when you give it a little thought, it's another thing to keep with you. And if you use that crossbody bag, you'll have it with you right under your seat anyhow. So there's all your personal items. The other thing is there's a much easier thing to take along with you that serves great purposes everywhere in the plane, which is a package of sanitary wipes. Now, I have it from people in the know, like my flight attendant friend, that the tray tables are not necessarily the cleanest because they have a only about a 15-minute turnaround on domestic flights and maybe 45 minutes on international flights. And there's no way they're cleaning an entire plane that thoroughly in that short of a period of time. So if you have wipes, you can wipe down your tray table, you can take them to the bathroom. It just takes up so much less space and it just does what you really need it to do. So don't bother with that tray table / caddy bag. It's definitely a waste of time and money. Now, the last thing that I'm going to share with you is an actual product, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what you shouldn't get and why you should get this. My daughters gave me some sort of phone prop to use while I'm watching movies that I've downloaded onto my phone or my tablet. And again, it was actually pretty small. It laid flat. Again, showing you a picture of it. But it's just another thing. It serves one purpose and that's it. And it gets lost in your bag. You have to go looking for it. Not for me. So this is what I'm going to recommend. And it's fantastic because you'll use it in your everyday life and you'll use it on the plane. It's this. It's for your phone. And when you open it up, it has, protector. It protects your phone and a place to keep all your credit cards if you're so inclined, and driver's license and whatever. But let me show you a neat trick that it does. It becomes a phone prop. So you can watch your movies. See, you can see it sideways. So it's an all-in-one thing. You get to keep your cards here, your phone is protected, and it's a phone prop. And when you're traveling, you just close that up, has a little magnetic closure, and voila. Something you can use every single day and while you're traveling. What could be better? Well, I hope you enjoyed the video and you learned about some new essentials that you might want to take along with you too. All of the links for the items that I showed you are in the description below. If you liked what you saw today, don't forget to hit either the like or subscribe or both. I don't mind. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.